Alright, good afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are. This is LSR Le Mans Ultimate Season 4. This is the first round of the season. We've got new drivers, new lineups, new cars sometimes. And we're going right in. It has been 10 minutes since qualifying started in LMGT3. And currently the Ferrari of, I don't know the name, but Frokov is currently leading, taking provisional pole by 700ths of a second, and is currently purple through sector 1 and is up on his lap time at the moment. What can he do in that Ferrari LMGT3? The 296. Will this be an improvement? Will this not be? Going through or towards the sector 2 split. Where will this put him? Right, let me see. Is there anything happening on Discord? Alright, there we go. Let me see this. So, right, where is it? Yep, there we go. I hope that I've been live streaming. Is it working? Please tell me it's working. Oh, good, it's working. Brilliant. Okay. So, Frokov in the Ferrari, currently leading in the pole position fight. Nielsen in the Lexus just behind by 700ths of a second, and the Aston Martin of Linerand is currently third, 2 tenths behind pole position at the moment, and small car in 4th at the moment. This is the LMGT3 qualifying session. Hypercars will be going out, I believe, in the next session. Not too sure, unfortunately, but you can see who will get pole here. The Aston Martin is currently up on its lap time at the moment. With enough time gained, this could propel him up at least 1 position. Oh, he's gone wide, and that's lost time immensely. Extremely unfortunate for the Aston Martin. Small car, probably pitting in this lap. Santos in the Porsche just started a lap time. John Carr in the pits. Kyle currently 2.5 seconds, 2.4 seconds off, but that was probably not a proper lap time, as he's currently half a tenth up at the moment. This could gain him some places. Oh wait, is he on the fast lap? I can't tell. No, he's on slow at the moment. Okay. Let's go to Mendoza. Alright, okay. Oh, Mendoza's stopped on track and into the garage. Frokov going slightly out of bounds there, but he is still up on his lap time, going towards the final corner. He's cut the corner slightly, but he's going to the pits now. Linerand starting a lap time now. Ponset down on his lap time. 15 minutes left to go in qualifying. So far it's Frokov in the Ferrari, Nielsen, Alexis and Linerand in the Aston Martin in the top 3. Only a few drivers out on track, that being Ponset, Santos and Linerand. Is Linerand improving? He's equaling his best lap time so far. This could be a good lap. In the heart of racing, Aston Martin. What can he do? Could he propel himself up to second or pole. Coming towards the end of the Sector 2 split. Slightly down, but there's still quite a few amounts of corners that you can gain lap time in. Second to last corner. To improve on this lap time, he's got to have an excellent final corner, but he's had an excellent exit through the second to last. What can he do? Gotta get a good launch to improve. And unfortunately, it's just not enough. Goes to return to the garage. Santos. Currently up on his lap time at the moment in the 911 Porsche. Well, it's not a 911, it's 992. Anyway, my bad. And goes straight into the barriers. He's the only guy on track. I can't look at anyone else. Oh dear. Right. Literally no one on track on the moment. Wait, there's hypercars now. How do I... Oh, that was the end of the hypercar session. How do I go to the... Oh, right. Why has this happened? Every single car... except for... the Ferrari. I want to, like, reset my, my game because of these placeholder cars, I won't lie. But... it's now hypercar qualifying. 15 minutes of LMGT3 qualifying is just finished. Now it's time for the hypercars to have a go. And the Aston Martin just warming up its tyres. I think everyone is warming up their tyres at the moment. 12 drivers in hypercar at the moment. Man, why are there placeholder cars? Reifinger in what is supposed to be the Ferrari. Currently purple sector 1. Who's going to cross the line actually? I do want to finish this. There's two Glickenhauses. Is it actually the right? Is it actually Reifinger? I think it's Reifinger. Okay, Reifinger will be looking to get a good banker down. Cold tires at this stage, so these aren't representative lap times. But what will Reifinger do? Reifinger approaching the last corner. This has got to be the time that everyone has to chase for now. 2 purple sectors. But it is very early into the session. Crosses the line. It's a 40.9 for the Ferrari. And Joeka in the Lamborghini SC63 goes exactly a second slower with a 41.939. Luna on the slow lap is 4 seconds down with a 45.1. Nico Perez in the Lamborghini, the other Lamborghini, 44.7. Now these could just be slow lap times, just building up the tyre temperatures, so it's all well and good. Bergqvist in the Aston Martin goes at 46.8. And Chavez will come across the line in one of the 2 Glickenhauses. To come across the line in 5th with a 45.1. Stickley doing a warm-up lap. Pi Dad and the other Glickenhaus will come across the line with a slow lap to start again. So let's focus back up to Reifinger, who's on a slow lap. Joeka is up on his lap time at the moment. This will be an actual representative lap time, perhaps in the Lamborghini. Slightly down on his lap at the moment, but using all the track he can possibly do. Goes through the final corner. Needs to have an amazing exit through here to improve and get closer to right finger. And which he does, and it's going to be a small improvement, but not enough to get pole position just yet. It is a 47,000th improvement for the Lamborghini driver. Alfonso, I just saw that, goes in the Aston Martin, goes in third with a 42.5. And also the BMW and Kennedy I'm so sorry. As Kennedy also is 6. Right, who's on the lap at the moment? Let's look at P9. Chavez is pretty quick at the moment, but will he improve? I think the delta's wrong. But he does do an improvement. It's a 4/10 improvement, and he goes into a 44.6. Currently puts him 8th at the moment. Stickley is starting a lap. Dad will look to try to go up further. The Glickenhaus isn't the most strongest car in the world, so it's a wonder where he'll put this car. We'll come across the line. 10th place at the moment, at 46.9, 6 seconds off the pace at the moment. As Stickley goes back into the garage. Alfonso crosses the line for an improvement. A very slight improvement, but it's an improvement nonetheless. Kennedy will cross the line. This will be an improvement. How fast will it be? It'll be 8/10 faster. It's a 43.5. Chavez in the Glickenhaus on the slow lap at the moment. Luna coming across the final corner in the Toyota GR010. Where will this lap take him? It is a 44.4. It is a almost 7/10 improvement. It's 8th in the standings at the moment. Right. Bergqvist crosses the line. It is a 10th improvement, and it's 5th. Olney in the Peugeot. Is he on a lap at the moment? No, he's on an out lap. He will be starting his lap now. Right behind will be Chavez pitting. Dad has stopped. Wiksanowski was the BMW driver is currently on the 2.5/10 improvement. Sorry, I can't say your name properly. We'll come across the line now with a 43.1, an almost 2/10 improvement. As who else came across the line? It was Alfonso who improved slightly. It's slight by slight improvements for Alfonso. Currently doing a 42.4 as his personal best. Olney is the only hypercar to not set a lap time on the leaderboard. Others have set lap times, but they're slow. But let's see where the Peugeot will take Olney to. Alright. Who else is on the lap at the moment? 5th place, Bergqvist will come across the line. It won't be an improvement this lap. Joker, not an improvement. Stickley will be next to cross the line, but he's not on the lap at the moment. Olney will come across the line, and this will be a first lap time, but it is a slow lap time. It's not a representative one just yet. Probably just warming up the tyres since he just came out. Wiksanowski in the BMW will be looking to go again to try to improve his position. Currently 4th at the moment. 2.3 seconds behind pole. Kennedy in the Proton Porsche is on the lap at the moment, but will this be an improvement? It's unsure. And thus will come across the line for a 2-10 improvement, which does promote him to 5th, ahead of Bergqvist. It's a good lap from him. 4.5 minutes left to go for this session. Dad will come across the line. Did he have an improvement? I can't tell. But nonetheless, let's focus back onto P11. Stickley has 2 yellow sectors at the moment. It's not looking too great for him at the moment. This lap won't be an improvement. Probably going out again. Only has 2 green sectors, but there's not much merit to them as he was on the slow lap previously. We'll come across the line now though to set another lap time. It is a 1.9 second improvement, but he's still around 10 seconds off pole position at this current moment in time. Wiksanowski will come across the line. It is an improvement actually. It's a 4/10 improvement for the BMW driver. It's a 42.6. Closing quickly to Afonso in the Aston Martin. Kennedy is slow. Joker is starting a lap. And then you have Afonso and Kennedy both together, very close in qualifying. Could Afonso just being right in front of Kennedy impact the Porsche driver just behind? The Proton Porsche driver. But Afonso will now be setting a lap. Currently 3rd place in the Aston Martin. Valkyrie. But it is small improvements here and there. Kennedy, unsure whether he's improving or not. Reiffinger isn't going to go out for another lap for the final sessions of qualifying. He believes that the 40.7 is enough to finish on pole. Joker in a Lamborghini, one of the drivers that tried to challenge for pole, is not improving by too much at the moment in the Lamborghini. He'll want to try desperately to gain lap time, and he does. But it's immediately lost again. He tries to push it, and now the lap time is lost. Afonso will be looking to gain, which he does. This could be a good improvement. Afonso will be approaching the last corner, trying to get the best exit he can possibly do. Try to promote him to at least 2nd place, but it might not be enough. He's only 2.5 tenths up in the Aston Martin, and it's a almost 2-10 improvement. It's 4 tenths behind 3rd. Kennedy improves, but it's not enough to beat as Luna crosses the line and goes into 4th with an almost 6/10 improvement. It's a 42.5 for the Toyota driver. A great lap time in the final reckonings of qualifying. Who else is on the lap at the moment? Kennedy, you trying to push. Bergqvist crosses the line with a 4/10 improvement, goes into 6th in the other Aston Martin. Stickley will want to improve, but it's a bit odd going into the last corner. It doesn't look to be an improvement at all. Only who hasn't set a representative time this session will want to go up a few places at the very least. And thus we'll go through the last corner. One of the few drivers to be setting lap times at this stage. Only will come across the line, and it's a very slight improvement, still in 12th place. Afonso, oh wait, Joica is coming across the line. It is a 3/10 improvement, he's getting closer, but it's not enough to beat Reiffinger, the Ferrari, 8 tenths behind. Afonso will try desperately to improve, currently 1 and a bit tenths up, comes across the line. It's a 42.1, and thus that is qualifying if Stickley can't improve. But it's Reiffinger on pole for the race. Joica in second in the 63 Lamborghini, and Afonso in the 007 Aston Martin. Luna in the number 8 Toyota. Wiksanowski in the BMW in 5th. Bergqvist in the 009 in 6th. Kennedy in the 99 Proton Porsche in 7th. Perez in the Lamborghini in 8th. And the 2 Glickenhauses in 9th and 10th. So now it will be 90 minutes of Qatar endurance race. As well, Stickley does improve by 1 second, so that does put him ahead of Haidad in the Glickenhaus. So that is a small improvement. So Stickley in 10th and then only in last. That's the hypercar grid. And now we will get underway very, very soon for 90 minutes of Qatar.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
All right. So LMGT3s starting to line up on the grid, as well as the hypercars. 2 Ferraris in 2 different divisions. LMGT3 Ferrari pole position, hypercar Ferrari pole position, Frokev in the LMGT3, and Reiffinger in the hypercar class. It's a good day for Ferrari so far, but some other drivers will want to say otherwise towards the end of this race. It's a long one at that, 90 minutes. What is estimated to be 50 laps of racing. 30 seconds until the short grid up. Not grid, not really. It's a small formation lap to the start. Everyone's now gridded up with 18 seconds ready to go. This is the first round of LSR Le Mans Ultimate Season 4 here at the 90 minutes of Qatar. As Wiksanowski goes into the pits with 5 seconds remaining, he's got to get back in as soon as possible. It's 3, 2, 1. Okay, he's made it. Okay, it's fine. Right, so
Formation lap has started.
Formation lap has started indeed, as Reiffinger gets away with Joica in second in Hyperpole. How do I shift focus to LMGT3, by the way? I completely forget. I have not done one of these in ages. But it is Reiffinger who will be leading the 22, I believe, car grid into 90 minutes. As the number 7 Porsche, Proton Porsche of Kennedy, is in the pits. What's happened to Kennedy here? But no matter. Reiffinger will soon get underway. Green flag will happen at the start-finish line. Joica in the Lamborghini. Alfonso in the Aston Martin Valkyrie. And it's Reiffinger gets underway as the Lamborghini is just behind in second place. The BMW has got a decent start though. Wiksanowski currently in 4th place. The Lamborghini will try to go down the inside of the Ferrari, and he's almost gone wide. The 2 Lamborghinis have gone wide immensely, and Reiffinger has lost lost first position, and Alfonso, who started first in this race, will try to get the lead, but Wiksanowski, who started down the lower places in qualifying, is now leading the race. Reiffinger in third has lost 2 positions. It's gone wide. Both the 2 Lamborghinis and Reiffinger going wide in turn 1. But Alfonso will go down the inside of Wiksanowski. It's a very tight line for the Aston Martin, and Reiffinger will try to get an advantage on this, on Wiksanowski. But he doesn't, and Wiksanowski is now in second place. Alfonso, who started third, is now leading in the first lap of this race. It's a brilliant, brilliant start for the Aston Martin, staying out of trouble when he saw the 2 Lamborghinis. As Reiffinger goes down the inside of Wiksanowski, Reiffinger will be desperately trying to gain the positions he lost, and is now side by side for the fast right-hander for the Ferrari, and the Ferrari is able to get that position, and now will be hunting down the V12 engined Aston Martin. Joe Aker, who started second, went wide, is now in fourth. Luna in fifth. Bergqvist in the 009 Aston Martin in sixth. But Reiffinger is right behind Alfonso. The Austrian will try to get this position. But what will the Portuguese driver have to say about it? Going into turn 1, Reiffinger is so close. 3/10 the gap between them. There's still 87 minutes of this race to go, but the first laps are producing something hectic at the moment. I need to focus on LMGT3, but I don't know how to go to LMGT3. But Alfonso will try to go defensive on Reiffinger. We'll have the tight line. Reiffinger will try to get the switch back, get the better exit, which he does because he's closed down massively into the next corner. Alfonso is defending for his life at the moment for the lead of this hypercar division. And it's so close between these 2 drivers. Reiffinger going wide in turn 1, lap 1. We'll try to make this place up again. But he's losing time in these fast corners, not surprisingly due to the dirty air. Alfonso is desperate to stay in the lead. These 2 drivers are currently pulling away from the BMW Wiksanowski. And it's the battle for the lead for these 2 going into the main straight. Reiffinger has a slipstream to overtake the Aston Martin. Will stay behind to try to go down for the move, down the inside. And he tries it. It's a late breaking move for the Ferrari. Alfonso will try to defend. There's a bit of contact between the 2 drivers. Alfonso stays in the lead. Reiffinger, I imagine, not happy by that in the slightest. I need to go to LMGT3. How does one go to LMGT3? There we go. Right. Okay, let's switch to LMGT3. LMGT3, Frokov is still in the lead as Lenorand is in second place. Nielsen, who started second, is currently down to fourth. The Porsche of Santos in third. LMGT3 gaps are currently spreading out at the moment, so let's focus back up to Hypercar. And for Hypercar, Reiffinger is still hunting down Alfonso at this point. Must be feeling the pressure from the AF Corsa Ferrari behind. Alfonso has to clean the air right in front of him, but Reiffinger seems to just have the better handle of the car at the moment, staying so close. And the BMW Wiksanowski isn't gaining in as quickly as he hoped it would. Alfonso goes wide at the exit of the last corner. Reiffinger flashes his headlights, trying to tell the Aston Martin to get out of the way. But Reiffinger will have to wait for another lap. He's not going to make a move on this one, as Joeka and Luna are currently battling out. Luna goes roundly outside the Joeka, who started second. There's contact, and both the Lamborghini and the Toyota run wide. Luna won't be happy by that at all. Reiffinger battling out with Alfonso. Alfonso going for the defensive move at the hairpin once again, going extremely tight at the apex, which allows Reiffinger to catch up just that little bit more. He's going to go defensive for every single corner, the Aston Martin, it looks like. Reiffinger stuck behind, going into sector 3. Reiffinger having closing. He will want to make the move on this lap, definitely, as Alfonso goes wide. The Aston Martin goes wide and the Ferrari will try to take advantage of it. Aston Martin defends down the inside, but Reiffinger will try to go round the outside of the last corner. It's side by side, it's a full-on drag race into the first corner, down towards the start-finish line. Who has the better straight line speed? It's side by side, coming across the start-finish line. And Alfonso will go down the inside, but Reiffinger will switch the inside, cuts the track for the overtake, and Alfonso has conceded in second place, but goes straight down the inside, as Reiffinger, I imagine, has let the Aston Martin through due to cutting the track to overtake. But what a battle what a battle for the lead this is. Side by side through the last corner, side by side through the start-finish straight. And it's not done here. Alfonso, that seems to be his racing line now. Defense on the inside of that apex at every lap. That battle has allowed Wiksanowski in the BMW and Joeka in the number 63 Lamborghini to try to go down the inside. And these train of cars from Luna all the way up to Wiksanowski have catched up for the battle of the lead. Guys, there's 81 minutes left of the race. Please. As Wiksanowski is now within a second of Reiffinger, and Reiffinger is currently currently 7 tenths behind. We'll have to wait unless he gets a good exit out of this corner. Joeka is desperate to get this move done on the BMW as well. But let's focus back on the first place fight. Will Alfonso defend again? Or will stay on the racing line into turn 1? But still gains massively, Reiffinger does. And now they're beginning to pull away again. Reiffinger is pushing Alfonso to the limit here. Alfonso qualified 3rd and was like 1 and a bit seconds behind. Alfonso goes for the defensive line again. As Joeka will try to go down the inside of the BMW, but isn't able to make the move stick. Joeka who qualified 2nd, mind you, in the Lamborghini, will want to get the move done on Wiksanowski very quickly. Wiksanowski, for a period of the first lap, was leading, but lost a couple of places since then. And now, into the 3rd sector we go. Aston Martin through the fast right-handers around this circuit. It's gone wide into the gravel. The Aston Martin does. And that allows the Ferrari to catch immensely. Alfonso making a mistake. And has tipped a tyre into the gravel. Alfonso has the Ferrari right on its tail. A few more of those mistakes for the Aston, and he will let the Ferrari right through. Alfonso going for a much more shallower line through turn 1. Joaquin is right behind Wiksanowski. I'm focusing on this hypercar battle because it's great at the moment. Because like they're so close to one another. I need to focus on LMGT3 at some time, honestly. Let's go to LMGT3 actually right now while they are still here. Oh god. Oh dear. What's happening? Oh, okay. That's the case. Hypercars have now catched up to LMGT3s, so this traffic could define the race. Right finger in second. And Alfonso are going to catch up to these gaggle of cars in Sector 3. Let's see how both of them handle the traffic. The first case of traffic, 12 minutes into the race. Alfonso is going to pray that he doesn't lose a lot of time behind this BMW GT3. And so Kyle in 9th place will let Alfonso through. Reiffinger will also move ahead, and this is perfect for Alfonso, not getting stuck behind traffic in the corners, so we'll now have the straight line speed to overtake Ponset, and so does Reiffinger. And Alfonso will go down the inside of the Mustang GT3 to maintain the lead. Reiffinger will want to dispatch the Mustang. The Mustang trying to go for the racing line, but Reiffinger was already there. I think there's a fight in LMGT3 at the moment. I need to go down there. Which there is. Oh dear. What's happening? Oh yeah, here. So, there's a fight at the moment. Oh, blue flags. Okay, never mind. It's because these two cars have been back to back for each other for the last 14 minutes. And it doesn't look like it's going to stop, but they are currently stuck in traffic through Sector 2. And Reiffinger is now legitimately gearbox at the Aston Martin's gearbox. Reiffinger in the slipstream going down into the right-handers has 3 LMGT3s, 2 LMGT3s. Oh, and there's contact between the Porsche and the Aston Martin. The Porsche goes wide. That is 3rd place. Wait, 4th place in LMGT3. Nielsen will concede. Lets the hypercars go through. But that was contact between the Porsche and Aston Martin. The Porsche goes wide again into the gravel. Reiffinger again behind. Joaquin is 2 tenths behind, right at the rear of the BMW. Will be looking to get the move on the inside while trying to overtake the LMGT3s of Nielsen. Joaquin will be looking to get the move done. Is right down on the inside. Wiksanowski will try to get the racing line, get the better exit out of those two, but Joaquin will overtake the BMW for a brilliant move into 3rd place. A good move for the Lamborghini driver. And Wiksanowski will be trying to overtake, get a chance to overtake again. Both Alfonso and Reiffinger have overtaken LMGT3 lead with no dramas, I believe. So the battle continues once again, but Reiffinger has lost out compared to the Aston Martin, 1.3 seconds behind. I believe that's the furthest that the gap has been between these two throughout the last 16-15 minutes. So, let's focus into LMGT3. If I can. How do I do this? I don't know what the... How do I do this? Jeez. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. This is my first time commentating in Le Mans Ultimate, so this is kind of... Oh, that's... Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted to... Oh, Jesus. Right. Come on. Can I switch to live, please? Thank you. Sorry about that. Anyway, back to live. Nothing happening. Reifing is still maintaining that gap. Mixanowski now being pulled away. The gaps between these 5 hypercars are slowly spreading out. Thankfully. But Reifing has something else to say. It's the Ferrari, of course, number 51 is gaining. Composure back into this Ferrari. Alfonso continues to go for the defensive move. Is that really improving his chances of keeping the lead, or is that apprehending him? Because, well, yes, he's covering off the move, but Reifing is too far back to even get the move done in the first place. 7/10 is the gap. Alfonso into sector 3. Will be looking to not try to make any mistakes. There's a lot of clean air in front of him. And the gap is now 4 tenths going into the final corner. Alfonso goes defensive, shallow line. Reifinger, 3 tenths. Has the slipstream, isn't gaining at all though. It seems like the Aston Martin is maintaining its straight line speed, and Reifinger is not going to go for the move, but he does gain a lot in the corners, mind you. So, let's shift focus. Oh, that's not the right one I was looking for. Is it this one? No, it's not. It's this one. Right. Frokov, ELM GT3, no dramas here. Currently leading. And around, the gaps are all spreading between these LMGT3 cars, but we need to give them a little bit of attention, because Nielsen in 3rd, Santos in 4th. Smoker currently being overtaken by Glickenhaus. There's contact between the Glickenhaus and the Ferrari. Oh dear. Smoker probably not happy by that in the slightest, as that allows John Carr through. No, John Carr was already in front. Ponset in 7th in the other Aston Martin Heart of Racing. And Mendoza in 8th. Carl in 9th, and Rajkovic in the 95 McLaren in 10th. So let's go back to the battle of the lead, because it's getting even closer. Reifinger into the last corner. We'll be trying to get a good exit. 3 tenths to gap. And it seems like they're going to be maintaining their places. I don't see any intent for a move on the slap, which there isn't. And Reifinger doesn't. Oh, it's getting in closer. But nothing. It's amazingly close. Kennedy in 12th place. Something's happened to Kennedy, the 99 Proton Porsche, but he's going to be lapped now. The Aston Martin Ferrari lapping the first hypercar of this race. It's been a great battle between these two for the first 20 minutes. Proton Porsche lets the two leading cars by fast right-handers into Sector 3. Within limits. Oh, the right finger goes wide into the gravel, so does Joaker. No intent for a move, I believe, in the slap, but Joker will try to get for the overtake. Let's go into LMGT3, where I believe a car that's 4th and 5th are battling. So let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Right finger. Oh god, I'm trying to decide which battle to focus on because the two leading hypercars. Let's go. Okay, while they're going through Sector 2, let's go and check out 4th place because Santos and Jonka's catched up to Santos and will be looking to try and get a move done for 4th place. He's going to want to do something. The two Lexuses doing pretty well around Qatar at the moment. It's a good sight to see. Jonka does go a bit wide to the exit to find the corner, but it's okay. And nothing on this lap, but so we will now shift focus all the way to the Aston Martin. Alfonso, who will overtake Rakjovic again for another lap. These guys, honestly, they've been so close to one another. And Alfonso will keep the lead. Joker is actually, like I can see, is actually catching up to these two. Joker started second, but there was a bit of contact in the first lap between him and number 51. So they both went wide, and so did the other Lamborghini of Perez. So these two in qualifying, second and third, were faster than Alfonso, which is now being inhibited, and that lets the Ferrari driver through. It's now side by side, and there's contact! Right finger spun round by the BMW. Right finger stationary in third place. Right finger losing out. BMW having contact. They tried to go 3 wide into the corner, but 3 doesn't go into 1. Especially with a slower car in the middle. Hypercar sandwich. It's not looking good at all, and that allows Luna in 4th to be 1.7 seconds behind Right finger. Alfonso now has a moment of respite, but it's not going to be long until the cars behind will soon catch up. Alfonso is the only car out of the top 3 to not put softs on the what is it, front left on the tyres. Alfonso having mediums. But contact between Kyle in the BMW LMGT3 and Hypercar in second place. That's not what they wanted at all. So Joaker will now take this opportunity to try to go for the lead, and is closing up. It was 2.5 seconds at one point. But the Lamborghini is gaining immensely through these corners. A new lease of motivation for the SC63. And now it's just a second behind the Aston Martin, most likely be inhibiting by the LMGT3 Aston Martin, going into the fast rights. Lamborghini losing out a bit in the corners actually, but what will it do? As there seems to be, I need to focus on LMGT3 because first and second are close to each other at the moment. Oh, just hit my microphone, my bad. And fifth and sixth in class gets overtaken. Eight tenths the gap between Joker and Afonso. But Afonso does have some GT3s to overtake, which will slow him down if he's unlucky. And that allows... And that Porsche slow down hypercar lead by a couple of attempts. Afonso keeping on the defensive line, but that just allows the Lamborghini to catch up due to just a better exit altogether and better minimum corner speed. A change of lead. Afonso, who has been leading for the majority of this race so far, 28 minutes in. Nielsen in third place lets the Aston Martin through. Lamborghini will try to get the move on this second right-hander, which it does. But now these two hypercar leaders will be catching up to the two LMGT3 leaders, who are battling just in front. Then around 7 tenths behind the Ferrari Frokov. Now having blue flags, the Aston Martin desperate to not be slowed down. And Afonso gets past. Joker goes down the inside as well. Joker actually 3 attempts. The gap. Joker flashing its headlights towards the Aston Martin driver now. Afonso defensive once again. 4 attempts. And it's so close once again. Reiffinger, he was 9 seconds, it's now 6 seconds, so Reiffinger is catching up in the midst of all of this after being spun around. These two cars, which until recently weren't challenging for the win, now are. There's no other way to say it. It's going to be slipstream for the Lamborghini for this entire straight. The two LMGT3s will be desperate in the, what is it, first and second. Once again, still 7 tenths and 8 tenths difference between these two. No, there's nothing really changing, but I'm sure Frokov does see its Aston Martin in the mirror and will be keeping an eye on it in his mirrors, definitely. Frokov has led every single lap, I think, for this entire race. A consistent drive for the LMGT3 296 driver. Then that round will be looking forward to get their overtake done when he can. So let's shift back all the way up to. Oh dear, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, let's go back up here. There's number 9 LMGT3 has stopped in the pit, stopped on track. I mean 9th place LMGT3. I mean, Kennedy is pit, only has DNF'd. Now a quiet affair, but the closest battle in Hypercar is 1st and 2nd, and the closest battle in LMGT3 is 1st and 2nd. There are 2 battles in the lead going on at the moment. It's hard to maintain what is happening as the 2 Hypercar leaders comes across the line again. Joker not challenging this lap. So let's go to the 2 LMGT3 leaders who will now be going into the pit lane straight. Six attempts. This has been the closest it's been in a little bit. But nothing happening. Right. Lamborghini flashing its headlights again. It's so desperate. Lamborghini, it's so desperate to get this move done. Afonso has had an amazing drive so far, leading for almost all of it. A good defensive drive. Well, the Aston Martin. If the Aston Martin comes across the line for the win, applauds, because it's been nothing but just staring at the mirrors as Afonso dips the car into the gravel, but it does allow Joker to catch up very slightly. Joker flashing its headlights. Afonso parking at the apex, I believe. Joker trying to put off the Aston Martin by flashing its headlights. This is the closest battle on track, so naturally we're going to be looking at it. Joker 3 attempts. Flashing the headlights once again. Sending a message. Aston Martin goes defensive at the hairpin. This allows the Lamborghini to have a better exit. Aston Martin maintains its place towards the fast left or right. Aston Martin slightly pulls away. Joker. The SC63. 6 attempts. Ryfinger, don't mind that. Oh jeez, I thought it was Ryfinger. No, Stickley gets out of the way, goes into the gravel because he's lapped. Ryfinger is catching up though. That gap just went down from 4 seconds to 3.5. And this battle allows the pole sitter in number 51 to catch up. Joker, 4 attempts behind. The start finish straight. Stickley going into the pits. No moves on this lap. Afonso taking a shallow line into turn 1. That's normal racing line, I believe for Afonso. But Joker is so close. There's no other way to describe it. Let's get on board with Joker, actually. Yeah, Fonzo going full defensive line. Between these two, okay, right. Let's focus. Because yellow flags. Why are there yellow flags? I'm trying to look. Never mind. It's fine. Into the last corner once again. Lamborghini looking to have a better exit. 4 tenths a gap. Has 8th place, I believe, of the Mustang to overtake, which it does. Which he does. And no one has been able to get the move on the Aston Martin throughout this entire race. 51 tried it. 63 has now been trying it. None of them have been able to get this overtake done ever since the first laps of this race. The Portuguese driver, Afonso, building an entire wall. And nothing's happened. And nothing. Not even a proper overtake has happened to this car in the last 38 minutes. Let's go down to LMGT3, where the gap between Frokov and Linarand is 5 tenths of a second. The gap, the battle between the leads between these two divisions. Oh! And the Aston Martin makes a mistake at the apex of turn 1, goes wide slightly, and now has lost about a second of lap time. Probably ruining that mistake, unfortunately. Nonetheless, still got time. There's 50 minutes left of the session of this race. We haven't even gone halfway yet, so bounds and bounds of time. Let's go back up to first position of hypercar. How do I do that? Okay. There we go. Alright. Oh, Joker's gone into lead. What has happened here? I just realised that. I've missed that. How have I missed that? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm a terrible commentator. Joker has now gone into lead from what I imagine a mistake or contact with something Afonso did. And now Joker in the 63 has gone into the lead. Are we looking to pull away and try to overtake these GT3 cars with ease? And not just a GT3, a Ferrari as well, hypercar. This is not where you want to meet a hypercar or GT3. Oh! Stickling on wide, makes contact with both the Lamborghini and Ferrari. Joker having to take evasive action. Doesn't lose time, too much time to Afonso, but Reifinger in the midst of all of that will be needing to overtake his lap teammate as soon as possible. I kept disconnecting. Which driver are you? Sorry, I don't know. As Reifinger is going to be desperately getting this his team out of the way, which he does. But Joker is now the new race leader, 40 minutes into 90 minutes of Qatar. Kennedy. Ah, right. Yeah. Unfortunate, honestly. It was a good qualifying, and then I saw like pitted multiple times, yeah. Well, in the pits multiple times, probably in the garage actually. So, Joker maintaining a 1 second gap, 1.2 second gap to the Aston. These 2-3 cars will collude together now. Fonzo trying to get the move done on Nielsen, is still in the podium places for Alexis. A good consistent race with Alexis. Joker will now be lapping Piedad. I don't know. I think. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Contact! Contact! What? Lamborghini will not be happy. Joker is not happy. He's just lost first position due to a lapped car. Alfonso gains the lead once again. Contact! There will be some comments after the race between the two hypercar drivers. What Glickenhaus was that? Was that Chavez or Piedad? It was Piedad, wasn't it? Head in hands. So Alfonso gains the lead only a few minutes after losing it, with the two cars behind getting into incidents, causing them to spin. Right finger, after what was countless tens of minutes behind this Aston, is now catched up again after being spun around by Kyle in the BMW. Speaking of Kyle, Alfonso will overtake him on the same place. No, actually, no, not in the same place. But now this time, right finger gets through with ease. Joker, I don't know if he has damage or not due to that contact with the Glickenhaus, because there were a few bouts of contact here and there, but he seems to be going fine so far. Nothing too horrible. And Luna is ahead of Wiksanowski. I don't know when that happened, unfortunately. I just noticed that because we've been looking at the race for the lead at the moment. Right finger, 0.7 seconds. The second act has just begun for these two. It's almost like deja vu. Now, the call for strategy will soon happen here. These cars will soon pit as Alfonso has 15% left on his energy, 12% for Reifing, and Joker has 13. Alfonso having more energy than the two behind. Whether that can be beneficial, we'll see, as Reifinger goes into the pits. As so well as Joker, these two cars out of the leaders, the first ones to pit. Where will they come out? Will they come out in traffic or not? Luna doesn't pit. Wiksanowski will come through the final corner, goes wide at the exit, but continues anyway. And now stationary, putting energy into the car. 45 minutes have elapsed, 45 minutes left to go. 50-50 split for energy. There's no other battle going. Oh wait, there's a battle I believe for 8th place. I need to go there though. In LMGT3. Is there? I can't tell. Never mind. I believe that was just lapped cars. These controls sometimes confuse me slightly. How does this work? Okay, there we go. Ryfinger pulling back out into the pit lane again. So there's Joker. Both cars spending around a minute and 20 seconds hitting and fueling up. They're now at the back of the hypercar class, but that's not representative as everyone else needs to pit. Joker on cold tyres, going a little bit wide. So, Alfonso will come across the line again, not pitting. Will go out for an extended stint, it seems like. Luna, what will Luna do? Will Luna react to the two cars that just pitted? Luna doesn't. Stays out. Wiksanowski currently behind the lapped car of Haidad. Goes through with hopefully no issues. Yep. Perez in the Lamborghini not doing anything just yet. Frokov and LMGT3 will soon have to pit, as the energy levels are quite low at the moment. Let's get back up to the lead because Alfonso 9% left on energy. Going through the corners. Alfonso not pitting just yet. It's still pretty comfortable at the moment with his rivals pitting in clean air, no issues, and doesn't pit once again, which he doesn't need to, of course. Joker and Ryfinger in traffic at the moment, and will encounter more traffic very, very soon. Oh, Chavez in the Glickenhaus, getting it done on Santos. So there's Ryfinger. And Ryfinger goes through on Chavez. I think few of the LMGT3s are currently pitting. I just saw the 8th place positioned LMGT3 coming out of the pits. But until the Aston pits, we will have no idea who will come out as a de facto race leader. It's going to be interesting. Let's go. So, Alfonso going to Sector 3. Any battles in LMGT3? No. First and second gets it still decently close to one another. Everyone is now pitting this lap, it feels like. Everyone is pitting, including the hypercars, I believe, of Perez. Nielsen is pitted. Chavez is pitting. Most of everyone is pitting at the moment, including all of the LMGT3 cars, but let's focus back here. Alfonso continues on for what I imagine the final time before pitting. Luna in the Toyota. What will he do? Because Luna doesn't go into the pits. Perez will come out. Chavez still box. Nielsen will come out. Let's go to Frokov, who has 1% energy left. Will have to be very careful in order to not get a penalty due to dipping into like, he's got to be extremely careful. And we'll have to come into the pits to this lap. There's no other choice. 0% energy for Frokov. Now comes into the pits. And Lenaran continues on for another lap. Santos will have to pit this lap. Ponset can choose to pit as Alfonso overtakes. Speaking of Alfonso, where will he will have to pit this lap. There's no other choice. Now it puts a game to see where he comes out compared to Reifinger, as I believe that was Santos also in the pits for LMGT3, 3rd place. Ponce in the pits. So this allows Reifinger to try to get the undercut done. Has enough energy to go to the end of this race. It's around 1 minute and 20 seconds, I believe it was, when these two pitted, Joker and Reifinger, because everyone else in front now is coming into the pits, stationary. Joker getting the move done on Lenaran, who leads, continuing on. Reifinger. Not a lot of time. Oh, goes down the inside or Smolka. A little bit hairy, but all good. Alfonso in the pit lane will be desperate to press the pit limiter off as soon as possible. Will come out of the pits. Where will Reifinger be? Reifinger coming across the line. It could be side by side into turn 1. Reifinger is just behind and gets the move done for the lead of the race. Alfonso coming out on cold tyres. Can't do anything about it. And Reifinger leads the race. Now, when Alfonso gets his tyres heated up, actually, no. Reifinger is now in the race lead for good, because that strategy of just pitting earlier has worked out immensely. A good strategy from Ferrari. Reifinger overtaking Nielsen. Let's focus back onto LMGT3. This battle for the lead has quieted down significantly, so let's go and focus on... Oh dear, that's not what That's the way I wanted it all. Okay. Let's let LMGT3s have a look moment in the spotlight. Just because of the battle, the lead in hypercar was so immense. We haven't been able to get some screen time for these GT3 cars. Let's allow it. Small car and Ponset are currently battling it out for 5th place at the moment. Ponset recently pitted, but I believe Small Car pitted slightly earlier. May be wrong on that, but it's close between these two. This is, I believe, the closest battle, so we'll put some focus on them. Blue flags, trying to let Luna pass, and yeah, that slows down Ponset quite considerably. Oh. Oh, no, I clicked the wrong one. Go back to live, please. Ah, dear. Why'd I do that? Jeez. How do I want to get back. Is this live? Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. We're fine, we're back. Oh dear, I was not paying attention. Right finger still in the lead of the race. All good. So it's Luna in 4th, Wiksanowski just behind in 5th, Bergvist a bit far back behind Wiksanowski in 6th and 009. Perez has just currently lapped the Ferrari of Stickley, so all good there. Perez, oh my god, okay, I think I'm slagging, you know, just a tiny bit. You know, just, you know what, let's get back up. Oh dear, oh no, my internet's not liking this in the slightest. Oh dear. Okay, it's all good. Oh god, why is my internet acting up now? Jeez. Oh dear. All good. All good. I'm gonna take a small break. I'm gonna drink some water. I'll be back. Alright, we're back. Okay, so, where were we? Honzo, a small car. Car really close together at the moment. Oh, Ponset's gone off. Sorry. Ponset's gone off. And that's not good for the Aston Martin. He loses a lot of time, but still keeps his place, as he's very far ahead of the Mustang GT3 of Mendoza. But he was looking to try to get the move done on small car, and potentially Santos, but nothing can do. Alfonso still in second place. The battle between 5th and 4th is getting very close at the moment. Wiksanowski, Luna fighting out for position. Wiksanowski only 4 attempts behind. Wiksanowski right behind Luna. Sometimes we'll be looking to try to get the move done on Luna, but loses out a lot. Okay, let's. Is there any other battles going on throughout the grid? Let's see. Apart from this one, nothing really close. Horset is actually only 2 seconds away from Santos. Something happened to Santos because Horset spun just a little bit ago, so interesting. Right Finger will be begging that his teammate get out of the way. And so it does. Oh dear. I believe the gap between Afonso and Rifing is currently closing down a little bit. Oh, something's happened. Wiksanowski is now ahead of Luna. Wiksanowski getting the move done. And now we'll be looking to pull away. Everything stabilizing for this race for the last 18 minutes. Pod set spinning around again. "16 minutes left of this race to go." The gap between Afonso and Reiffinger is slowly closing down. Afonso going slightly off track there, but the gap is closing down. And Joker in the Lamborghini is not too far away at all. Fireworks. Anyway. The gap has stabilized slightly between these two. And now Reiffinger is pulling away. But Joker closing in to second place at the moment with 12 minutes around left to go. A position swap in hypercar could happen here, because lap by lap 63 is catching up. And the gap has gone down quite considerably in this last lap or so. A battle for second place is in order. Traffic right ahead. That allows Joker to catch up immensely. Afonso goes into the gravel. And it's calling time. Because we're approaching the last corner and Joker's going to get the slipstream on the Aston Martin for first position. A little bit of lag. Why does this happen? But nonetheless, 10 minutes left to go, and the battle for second has just started. These two were battling for the lead at one point. Reiffinger now too far ahead to be talked about in this battle. And Joker is right behind and goes down the inside, and there's contact. Afonso not leaving any space, closing the door on the inside, on the outside, closing the door on the inside. There was no mercy from the Aston Martin driver, and the Lamborghini has been spun round. Is that a penalty, I do wonder? Choice words these drivers will have after the session. Let's switch to LMGT3, where Frokov has basically been leading, bar pits, bar the time between pits, this entire race. Good consistent drive for the 296. Around in second, Nilsson in third, small car in fourth place in the other 296, Santos in fifth in the Porsche, Ponset in sixth place. So, back, we should get back to the hypercar. Yes, we have. Because Reiffinger, after qualifying in first place, losing out on the first few laps due to going wide in turn 1 when Joker went down the inside, was behind the Aston Martin Alfonso for the majority of the time they were battling, and only recently led with 7.5 minutes left to go. It looks like you'll be taking the race lead and win. Right finger making his way through the traffic. No dramas this time. As he catches up to the LMGT3 leader of Frokov. Two Ferraris, two different divisions, but both leading in Qatar. Frokov perhaps having the quieter race between the two, but a great drive for the LMGT3 driver. Right finger counting down the minutes. 2 minutes left to go. And after a brilliant battle between Ryfinger, Afonso and Joker in different stages of the race, Afonso, who led throughout the first parts of the 90 minutes, losing out in the pits as Ryfinger got through in the first corner. Ryfinger, ever since he got spun out by the LMGT3 BMW of Kyle, got back up and running, and now we'll be waiting because as the clock ticks down with 45 seconds to go, it looks like there will be 2 laps remaining, not including this one. And it will be a pole and a win. Ten seconds left to go before the flag waves. And so it does. Ryfinger. Paul lost out of the lead. Battling. Got spun. Battled again. Won in the pit lane. This race was won in the pit lane. In strategy. Because as Ryfinger comes towards the end of Sector 2, towards the fast right-handers, the Austrian will be taking the first win of the season. And Ryfinger will come across the line to win 90 minutes of Qatar, the first race of the season. He wins it, and it's a great finish. Afonso in second place after leading in the first part. Joker comes across the line in third. Perez comes across the line in sixth. And Luna will be the next one to come across the line after that. But let's give some love to LMGT3 because Frokov has been a class of his own this entire race. Not conceded. And in the 296 GT3, for the first race of the season, will take his 296 across the line to win a brilliant race for the Vista AF Corsa. Lenorand will come across the line in second place for the Heart of Racing. And Nielsen comes out of the final corner to give Lexus a podium place. And now it's just the final LMGT3 cars to come across the line. Small car will finish 4th. Mendoza just in front, who is currently being lapped. Mendoza comes across the line in 7th. And small car will be the final one to cross the line with 1% left with energy to finish in 4th. 1 and 4 for Ferrari and GT3. A good race for them. So thank you for watching 90 minutes of Qatar. It was an interesting race for the lead. A few incidents here and there, battling for the podium places. But nonetheless, we are done. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for the drivers who participated in this race. And please,